I ended up with Bell's palsy, which was the right half of my face was paralyzed, and I went to the ER for that. And they gave me a lot of drugs to manage that symptom. I remember I was taking 6 daily prednisone, which was a lot, and then having all kinds of symptoms because of the drugs. So I was dealing with GI issues, insomnia, and eventually it even ended up being the whole right side of my body, like down my back, and it was like a lot of pain. I work with kids. I do ABA therapy with kids that have autism. I had been working with the same kids for a long time, and they had like expectations of me. Like, what do you mean you can't give me a piggyback ride? Or like, we can't play tag. I couldn't run. I couldn't bend over. I couldn't lift them up. And I was 22 years old. I knew the drugs were only addressing the symptoms. I knew that there was still something underlying that was not being addressed. My first appointment was with Dr. Dillon, and I remember coming in, I got like x-rays, things like that, and he taught me a lot that first appointment about what's happening within your nervous system to cause these symptoms instead of just jumping right to how do we get rid of the symptoms. I felt like Dr. Dillon took me seriously and wanted to get to the root cause and wanted to not just like give me an adjustment and send me on my way, but educate me about what was going on, under the surface. He knew that if I said I was experiencing these things, that was real, and he wanted to help me figure out why. It was concerning before to be so young and not be able to bend over when you drop something. I felt like mentally 22, but I was physically 85, I'm so in tune with my body in a way that I wasn't before I started coming regularly. So I got so much more than what I wanted, which was just like, I guess, relief from the pain. So many people view chiropractic care as something you do reactively instead of this is something that you do to proactively address anything that might be happening. I would go to any location that was Huffer Chiropractic because I know what quality of care I'm gonna get. Knowing that I can go to somebody who's gonna believe I'm experiencing what I say I am and help me get to the root cause of that.